You're welcome back to my YouTube channel, Oh Doctor. My name is Dr. Ajonoma Osinana. If you are joining me for the first time, I welcome you in a special way. This is a YouTube channel where we do nothing but educate you about your health in the language that you will understand, devoid of medical jargons, okay? We also use people's mistakes, ignorance, and acts of ignorance to educate you so that you do not repeat a mistake that has been made. That is wisdom. So today I want to talk about a patient, something that is of topical importance. Okay, I have experienced this before, and I think it is worthwhile that I bring it to the fore since it has happened again. Okay, so what happened? A patient came to. So what happened? A patient came to me 3 days ago and said, "Doctor, I want to check myself." I said, "What is your complaint? What are the symptoms you have?" And he said, "I'm fine. I don't have any symptoms, but I just want to check myself." And she was looking agitated. So that was when I knew that all was not well, because from experience, she's a 25-year-old lady, okay? Whenever a young person comes like this, I know something is definitely at stake. So I had to talk to her and ask her to tell me why she all of a sudden decides to check herself, even when she's well, no symptom. So she said that someone came to their church last 2 Sundays, and did some medical outreach or medical preaching, and after that they started consultations. So she saw them and they asked her to put her hand in a machine which they use, and they said they did some tests from that machine, and the machine showed every part of her body and showed them every disease that she has. So according to them, she has malaria, she has low vitamin B3, she has fat in her liver, she has so many things. So she was afraid, and that's why she decided to come to the hospital to check. Okay, so I knew what's happened, so I decided to profile. I said, "How much was the consultation?" She said the consultation was free, but you have to pay a 1,000 naira to fill form. Okay, free consultation, but you have to fill form of 1,000. Then how much did they ask you? You bought drug? He said yes. How much drug did you buy? He said she bought a drug of 16,000. What did they say the drug will do? She said that the drug will help her to remove the fats in her liver. And in fact, one of the doctors called her and asked her when she's coming back to collect the remaining drugs. Okay, so this message, the people at the center of this message are our religious leaders. Okay, just in case you have a religious leader in your midst, please kindly share this message. Pastor, Reverend Father, I don't want to be specific with the church, so that for obvious reasons. Pastor, Reverend Father, or as the case may be, the reason the Bible says, "He that nameth the name of the Lord should depart from iniquity." Okay, the reason why people listen to you is because you call the name of the Lord, and that's why they tend to follow you, to listen because of God. So in that scenario, I think it is something that is worthwhile that before you bring someone who calls himself a doctor or a medical personnel to the altar, to the pulpit, to come and talk to the people, I think it's something that you should try and verify their medical status. They will claim that they are doctors. The onus is on you for you to verify. You can check the website of Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria and check that they are real doctors, okay, before you give them microphone to scam the people. Okay, now I decided to, how come I've not heard of this machine that, that has a multi-purpose usage that can, tell you almost all the whole diseases that you have? Because I was surprised. I was surprised. So after some inquiry, I found out that it was Theranos. I will talk about it. It was Theranos that possibly could have happened in this case, because according to the young girl, she said she was scanned and she was told that you cannot diagnose malaria from scanning. Low vitamin B3. I wonder how they made such a diagnosis. So it was quite strange. So I found out that it is possibly Theranos that's still in use and that is why I want to bring this to our consciences. I will talk about Theranos after admonishing our religious leaders. So please, go to Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria, the website. You can verify, just ask the person where is your folio number and use it to verify that the person is actually a doctor before you give that person the audience to talk to your people, so that you don't, mislead the people, just like what happened now. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Theranos. This was a company founded, I think, in 2003 by a young lady called Elizabeth Holmes. Elizabeth Holmes was, I think she was born in 1984 and went to Stanford University, where she later dropped out before forming this company. Okay, and according to her, this company called Theranos is a machine that he called Edison. And according to her, this machine has the ability to make almost 240 diagnoses with just a drop of blood or two. Okay, so and this attracted, of course, with this kind of claim, she attracted a lot of attentions and investment and investors, because people, of course, is a groundbreaking discovery that can revolutionize the method of diagnosis. So at a point, the company was almost rated at about $9 billion. So okay, and until at about in 2015, a young investigative journalist named John Carrero made these findings that all that this woman claimed were false. That this Theranos is not what it was, claimed to be. And to cut long story short, the company Theranos was later closed down, and the chief executive officer, Elizabeth Holmes, and his boyfriend, what's his name, Sonny Bawani, okay, they were arrested, and in 2018 they were charged. In fact, she claimed not guilty, but she was charged of 4 count charges in 2021 and still awaiting sentencing. And the company was closed down. Okay, so I think this is still what is still, operating in Nigeria, where everybody easily claim to be a medical doctor, which is not supposed to be. So the message is this. Okay, Nollywood would say, beware, be warned, do not fall a victim. All right, so that is just the aim of this, right? So that I don't become a victim of what does not exist. There is no single, machine that can be used to make all the whole diagnosis, all the possible disease. There's nothing like that. Okay, you only go for specific things, and if you're testing for malaria, you go and test for malaria. If you're scanning for this, you go and scan for that. If you're doing X-ray for this, you go and do so. You go for specific things and get them. That is the way diagnoses are made. There's no single machine that can be used to diagnose you and give you all the whole possible, diseases that you may have. All right. So just know that. Okay. Thank you for giving me your audience. I think that's all I have for you now. If you have any comment, please kindly use the comment box below. If you are it's a confidential message. There's a phone number on WhatsApp for inquiries or anything. Just WhatsApp, please do not call. And then kindly share this message and subscribe. If you are watching on a platform that is not WhatsApp, that is not YouTube, remember to subscribe and also share on our YouTube channel. Thank you for everything. I really appreciate. See you in my next video. Bye.